Starting a product-based business on a budget can be challenging, but there are some ways to kind of minimize your costs and maximize your chances of just getting started, which is one of the hardest things for especially the Gen Xers and older millennials, because time is also a challenge, but that'll be another video. If you start by doing some market research and identify what the challenges may be, it'll be a big help. A lot of money is wasted on buying things you think you may need or not, and every product-based business is different. I have an art business, so I have the cost of supplies, materials, paint, canvases. Whether you're starting a business that is art-based or a product like clothing, baked goods, jewelry. So what I would recommend is, if you have a business where you don't have to buy in bulk and just buy what you need until you sell and kind of buy as you go, that's a huge way to save money because you don't have to deal with unloading inventory. I know it's a little bit more difficult with clothing because you get a better discount if you buy in bulk. However, if you could avoid that, I would recommend it. Buy as much as you need only to get started. It's easy to be tempted and have these grand ideas of, oh, let me save money and buy in bulk. But honestly, it's no fun having a bunch of inventory. And even with me, a bunch of canvases that I haven't used yet because I had a ton of ideas for different series that I haven't gotten started yet. And the truth is, those canvases will be there when I need it. It's better to save that money to invest in other things as I go. Now, before you invest too much money, especially since we're talking about a budget, you might want to test your product idea. There's a method called MVP, Minimal Viable Product, and what you'd be doing is testing it out to see how it lands, see if there's interest. That can be difficult though if your product is something like your passion, like me with art. Art is very, what 10 people hate, 2 people may love. So depending on your business and your product, that might be a very good way for you to test it out before you spend too much money. Now, when it comes to saving money on your materials, I suggest finding cost-effective ways to do that. For me, I don't have to, but I prefer not to make my canvases. So I know there's certain stores and certain art supply shops that are going to have sales throughout the year, and I make a note of it, and when I go, it saves me so much money, sometimes almost 70%. Depending on what your product business is, there are tons of Google searches that you can do and resources where you can find products on sale. A lot of big cities have downtown wholesale districts. That's a great place, especially if you're like in the jewelry business or you're making clothes. You can get fabrics at the garment district. So utilize those. That's a great way to lower your cost. Now, this one is a big one. Marketing channels and advertising costs. Honestly, I'm still figuring it out, but leverage social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, whatever is most complementary to your business. For me, since it's art, I love Instagram. I also like Facebook, and I'm starting to get into TikTok a little bit. Building an email list, and I will do another video on that as well, is gonna be golden. Marketing is very expensive, and finding a budget for it is very tricky, because even if you do a campaign and let's say on social media it looks affordable, right? You can do a campaign for maybe $5 a day, set your limit at $30. Yes, you get a lot of exposure, but the kind of marketing and advertising that really puts you where you want to be to reap a return on your investment takes a lot more money than what I expected personally. Social media and Instagram is a great tool. Now, there's some argument as to Instagram is not really marketing or advertising. It's more like content posting and awareness. But using Facebook ads, you can really target the people that want what you have to sell, and also where you get the most bang for your buck depending on your budget. The fifth thing, I don't know that we're counting. Are we counting? I don't think so. Another thing is minimize your overhead costs. I would love to have a studio. a space where I could go to every day and have all of my canvases, but I don't. That's not a cost that I have a budget for. I hope to get there, but until then, my garage has to do. So for you, it may be the kitchen table, it may be part of your bedroom, it may be your living room. You just want to get started and you want to do it with little overhead. The last thing I want to say and I want to leave you with is customer satisfaction. We're talking about starting a business on a budget, but I don't believe in cutting corners to the point where you produce a poor or an inferior product to your customer at all. You want to make sure your customers are satisfied, and if you need to wait a little bit longer and save a little bit more for them to have the customer experience that you want, I recommend doing it. I know when it comes to art and canvases, I have to charge a certain price point, and your product isn't going to be for everybody. There's going to be some times where you have to make some hard choices, and for me, quality is really important. So I'll spend a little bit more because I know that that's what my customers want. I wanted to talk about financing outside of your budget. That is a touchy situation. I don't encourage getting into debt. However, everybody has a comfort level with their debt, how much they can take on. And if you do have access to a line of credit or a credit card where you know you can manage and it's not going to put you in a bind, that is another way to get started. And remember, these are tax write-offs. I'm not a tax expert, so I can't say what's a write-off or what's not. You have to talk to your accountant about that. But even the interest that you earn on a debt that's related to your business is tax deductible for me. Okay, I can't say it is for you. Sincerely, thank you for watching this video. We're talking about time and not having a lot of it, and you spending your time watching this video. I am truly grateful. I don't take it lightly. I appreciate the likes and the subscribes. It really helps me out, so I want to say thank you. And if you haven't seen my video about procrastination, overcoming procrastinating, getting started with your business, the link is in the description. Especially as a Gen X busy, that's what that video is about, so check it out. I have a little gift for you. It's my ebook, How to Hang Art the Easy Way. It's completely complimentary. There's no upsells. The link is in the description. Just click on it and grab a copy. It's great for hanging art, and it can be a mirror, anything you want to place on the wall. It takes some of the guesswork out, so I hope you enjoy it.